coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Alabama's offense will have the ball first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and...
Turning on the Jets. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. And that's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. There's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He'll do it himself on the draw. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? This offense has it with really good field position. Caught in the backfield, it's McLaughlin.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Absolutely perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Slams ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They've stalled out a bit in the red zone, just a couple of field goals on 3 previous trips, now to get it in on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They're now up 9-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Now on the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have time.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Horton. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going to the run, it's Miller. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's Robinson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now on the return. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give is to Miller. Got the first down, looking for more. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Inside the 25. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown tie! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably
lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Lewis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. He didn't do it that time.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's McLaughlin. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Find some fresh air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Davis. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Castellanos. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on its way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give on the option. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Williams. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it, finding open areas. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Castellanos. Snagged out of the air. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's McLaughlin. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Robinson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Hit as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The quarterback's just going to take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.